If you're constantly searching for the perfect indicator, the perfect settings, or the next trading view tool that's supposed to change everything, that habit is probably costing you money. And if you haven't taken every signal and indicator prints without understanding the market behind it, you're almost certainly losing money. The truth is, professional traders don't build consistency around indicators. They build it around a structure, risk management, and proof of concept. Here's the deal. Most retail traders are looking for certainty in the wrong place. They think one indicator will solve everything, one setting, one magic combination, but the financial market don't reward people who collect indicators. They reward people who manage risk and follow a repeatable system. Today I'm gonna show you a simple two-component trading system, not designed to predict every move, not designed to win every trade. It's designed to help you identify momentum, avoid low-quality conditions, and protect your capital from the kind of mistakes that lead to account blowouts. The first component is called the Market Memory Average by Zierman. Look at it like this. Most moving averages only care about recent price data. This indicator attempts to model how the market remembers previous price behaviors. It analyzes historical price relationships and builds what you can think of a memory-based average. The result is a ribbon that adapts to changing market conditions while still providing a clear visual framework. On the chart, you'll see a ribbon changing between green and red. One clean visual, no clutter, no 20 indicators fighting for attention. When the ribbon is green, it represents bullish momentum. This is the statement from the market that buyers currently have control. And when the ribbon is red, it represents bearish momentum. That's a statement from the market that sellers currently have control. Simple. But here's where most traders get themselves into trouble. The moment they see a buy signal, they buy. The moment they see a sell signal, they sell. The moment the color flips, they're already in a trade. It sounds logical, it sounds profitable, but it's exactly the behavior that's costing them money. Take a look at this gold 15-minute chart. Price is moving sideways, no clear higher highs, no clear lower lows. The market is trapped inside the range. The indicator doesn't truly understand that, so it keeps printing signals. Buy, sell, one after another. And traders keep taking them. This is where stop-loss hunting becomes painful. Price moves just enough to trigger entries, then reverses. Traders get stopped out repeatedly. Capital slowly disappears, not because the indicator is broken, because the trader has no system for identifying market conditions. Now look at another example. Same gold 15-minute chart. The market is clearly creating lower lows. The structure is bearish. Momentum is bearish. Yet the indicator still produces occasional signals against the trend. The indicator isn't making decisions. You are. Professional traders don't follow signals blindly. They define rules, they identify context, they understand the condition of the market before they ever think about entering a trade. And that's where the second component comes in, the relative strength index. The RSI, but not the way most retail traders use it. I want to be very clear here. We're not using RSI to find overbought conditions. We're not using RSI to find oversold conditions. We're using it as a trend filter. A slow, stable filter that helps us identify whether real momentum exists in the market or whether price is simply chopping around and wasting our time. Because when you're trading inside random market conditions, you're not trading, you're gambling. So here's how we set it up. Remove the standard RSI line. The only line we want is the RSI-based moving average line, the yellow line. Then change the horizontal levels to 55, 50, and 45. Make them easy to see. Remove the overbought and oversold levels completely. We don't need them for the system. Then set the RSI length to 90. That's the important adjustment. We use 90 because it slows everything down. It filters the noise that confuses amateur traders. It forces us to focus on sustained momentum rather than temporary price spikes caused by market manipulations and emotional trading. Now look at the oscillator. We have three zones. The first zone sits between 45 and 55. This is the professional's edge. This is the no trade zone. When the RSI moving average sits between those levels, the market has no meaningful momentum. When price is here, we do nothing. Doing nothing is what keeps your account alive. Most traders can't accept that. They feel like they must always be in a trade. Professionals know better. No momentum means no position. When the RSI moving average rises above 55, we have bullish momentum. When it drops below 45, we have bearish momentum. Now we're only interested in markets showing actual direction. That's where the trading rules began. We're looking at the gold 15-minute time frame. But understand something important. This isn't the gold strategy. This isn't the forex strategy. This isn't a crypto strategy. This is a momentum framework. The logic works because momentum exists in every financial market. So let's walk through a bullish example. The market memory average changes from red to green. Most retail traders enter immediately. We don't. We wait. The market owes us confirmation. We wait for a pullback. That pullback gives us a better location for entry, a discount zone, rather than an emotional chase. After the pullback, identify the most recent swing high. Mark it on the chart. Now watch price carefully. We're waiting for evidence that pullback has ended. You're waiting for price to break above that swing high. Now price closes above the swing high and the RSI moving average remains above the 55. We have confirmation, bullish momentum, bullish structure, momentum and price now agree. That candle close becomes a trigger. Not the signal, not the color flip, the candle close. That's an important distinction. Now before entering any trade, there are two rules that protect your capital. Rule number 1. Never risk more than 1% of your capital on a single trade. I don't care how confident you are. I don't care how perfect the setup looks. Keep the risk fixed. Consistency comes from survival. Rule number 2. Always use a stop loss. Every trade needs a predefined exit. Every losing trade needs an ending. That's how professionals prevent account blowouts. For this system, the stop loss can be placed slightly below the market memory average ribbon or slightly below the most recent swing low. Either approach creates a logical level where the trade idea becomes invalid. For target, use 1.5 to 1 or 2 to 1 reward to risk ratio. That ensures winners outweigh your losers over time. Now, let's look at a bearish example. The market memory average changes from green to red. Again, we do not enter immediately. We wait for the pullback. Then we identify the most recent swing low and mark it on the chart. This becomes our reference level. Now we wait for price action to reveal the end of the pullback. The market does that by breaking below the swing low. Then we check the RSI moving average. It must be below 45. That's our confirmation of bearish momentum. The ribbon is red, a structure is breaking lower, momentum is bearish, everything aligns. That candle close validates the move. The same risk management rules apply. The same stop loss rules apply, the same target rules apply. No exception, no emotional adjustments, no revenge trades. The truth is, the system isn't powerful because of the indicators. It's powerful because of what it prevents you from doing. It prevents impulsive entries. It prevents trading inside dead markets. It protects you from stop-loss hunting conditions that trap impatient traders. And it forces you to wait for momentum before committing capital. That's the difference between trading a signal and trading a system. One approach chases indicators, the other follows a structure. And a structure is what keeps traders in the game long enough to become consistently profitable. Because in the financial markets, survival comes before profits every single time.